Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Monday, January 23rd, 2023. Lance Brock here once again, and tonight is the celebration for the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. WWE RAW is 30 tonight, or RAW is XXX, like the logo says, using the Roman numerals there, which I'm surprised because, well, this was more of a Vince thing, but why they stopped using the Roman numerals for all the WrestleMania logos and stopped numbering them, as he felt that it made WrestleMania feel dated or old, whatever. But Raw is 30 tonight, and I noticed on SmackDown that I thought it was kind of funny that they didn't mention the acknowledgement ceremony for the Bloodline, because that's what they announced on Raw last Monday, that it was going to be the acknowledgement ceremony, and they said every generation of the Bloodline would be there. But now, just before I started recording, I read on the Ringside News app is the reason they changed it is Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans, wouldn't be able to make it. Also, it says Rikishi, the father of the Usos, is sick, so he wouldn't be able to make it either, and that's why the segment was changed for the anniversary show tonight. What they are replacing it with, as in, was it announced on SmackDown? I think it might have been, is going to be the trial of Sami Zayn tonight. And I think this could be good, especially if you have Roman and Paul Heyman on the mic, and I'm guessing gonna hear from all the Bloodline members, the Usos and Solo as well. And I'm sure Kevin Owens will probably get involved somehow, maybe, heading into the Royal Rumble this Sunday. And also for tonight, there's been some more legends added. Like I said, some of them are Triple H is going to be on the show, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, The Road Dogg, X-Pac. So expect some kind of a DX segment there. And the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, IRS. So you have the tag team known as Money Inc. And that's not the only tag team that's going to be on tonight. With JBL, of course, currently in the corner of Baron Corbin right now, but his longtime tag team partner Ron Simmons will be on the show tonight. Could see an APA reunion, but I think I talked about this the other day, that I kind of expect, like what they do on a lot of these special shows when they have the legends show up, and they even did this just a little while back with JBL and Baron Corbin, is we might get a backstage poker game. Hopefully I'm wrong, but they do this sometimes with the legends showing up and stuff. And then, like I mentioned a little while back, JBL and Corbin had that poker game backstage, and I believe it was Tozawa winning. So hopefully they might do something better with the legends tonight anyway. And Hogan, I believe, is going to be there. Of course, Ric Flair. So should be a good show, but we'll have to wait and see for Raw 30 tonight. And that video they showed on SmackDown last Friday was pretty good, showing some of the great moments in Raw history. Of course, the beer truck, the Zamboni, which was here in Detroit, and all the stuff with Austin and McMahon. Because it would be kind of hard not to show like a history of Raw without showing any Vince McMahon. And then just had a lot of great moments. They showed Jericho's debut. They showed Mania, I believe. And just a lot of the other great moments that took place in the history of Monday Night Raw. Like the last few days, I've been talking about here on GNWF some of the Raws that I have went to live. And unfortunately, I didn't go to any of like those real famous ones. I was not at the Zamboni one, unfortunately. And that would have been a good one to be to at live. As for favorite moments, I'm sure a lot of people would say the beer truck, obviously. Definitely one of their favorite moments. And one of the most famous ones as well, Mankind being The Rock for the WWF Championship. And I'm sorry if you can hear the snow crunching under my feet. I'm not sure if you can hear that or not. And that was the famous night on Nitro, where giving away the Raw spoilers actually backfired on him. And Tony Schiavone said the line, "That's going to put a lot of butts in seats," about Mankind winning the WWF title. He said something like, "You knew him here as Cactus Jack, and tonight Mankind's going to be winning the WWE or the WWF World title." Wow, that's going to put a lot of butts in seats. And then that was, of course, all Eric Bischoff's idea. And as soon as Tony Schiavone said on Monday Nitro that Mankind was going to win the championship, most people ended up switching over to Raw, and Raw beat Nitro in the ratings that night. And that wasn't the first time Eric Bischoff did the thing with giving away the Raw spoilers, but that is when it backfired on them, I guess you could say. And for a personal reason, the first episode of Monday Night Raw, I would say, because it was on my birthday, January 11th, 1993, was the first episode of Monday Night Raw. After WWF Primetime Wrestling ended. And another moment I remember wasn't too far after Raw started. The 1-2-3 Kid. I saw him as the Lightning Kid before he was in WWF, I should say, in GWF, and he was having matches with Jerry Lynn. I remember I was a fan of him as the Lightning Kid, and then I saw him come on and have a match with Razor Ramon, and looked like he was just there to be a jobber, and it was going to be a usual squash match, Razor Ramon just beating him really quick. But then he pulled out the victory and got the win against Razor Ramon, and then went on to be the 1-2-3 Kid. Of course, now I'm sure maybe more people might know him as X-Pac, or his real name, Sean Waltman. DX, obviously, as X-Pac. But that's all for this episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Just got to work. I'm sure sometime tonight might have a recap of Raw is 30. So stay tuned to 360 Wrestling Podcast for that. And thank you everyone for tuning in to this morning. Hope everyone has a great Monday, and hope everyone enjoys the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. And leave in the comments here on Spreaker or wherever you listen some of your favorite Raw moments and memories. Until next time, keep watching pro wrestling.